Alright, hello everyone, this is Soul Super 17 here, and now for this like usual. I do not own this picture, and this is not a paid video, and I think it's that person's signature, whoever owns it, I believe. All I know is, I found this picture, I liked it, and plus, I looked up Naruto angry, because I want, to have a picture that, made him like he's actually angry, and he's, pissed off at somebody, so, yeah. So, but let me, get through this explanation of background information. I like to give background and detail to my stories. If it's annoying to you guys, I do apologize. But it's the only way how I can think of complicated stories, so that way you guys understand, and I don't have to explain all to you in the comment section. All right, but okay. So basically, Naruto's timeline. No, Naruto is in the past, and the high school at DXD is in the future. But here's the thing: Naruto and high school at DXD, high school DXD, are in the same universe in this one, even though they're really not. They're in the same universe. All right. Okay. So there's gonna be a lot of changes to the story of high school DXD and all that. All right. And this is gonna be like after Issei was killed, basically. So I'm gonna have to kind of go. No, it's after Issei was killed and after they save Ashura. Yeah, Ashura. It's after that. Like after they save the. I really need to double check on this. Give me a minute, guys. Yep, I did get her name right. So yeah, it's right after that. This is where our story is gonna start. And Issei and Naruto are friends in this one, but anyways, that's what I'm saying. So basically, the Nine-Tailed Fox attack is the same, but instead of Minato putting half into it, and half of the Nine-Tails chakra, half of him being sealed away into Naruto, it's the whole entire thing. He has the full-on chakra on the Nine-Tails. So basically, after Minato and Kushina die, Obito's gonna try to take Naruto, but the Sage of Six Paths interferes. He opens a portal through time and space. Well, just through time, basically. But while the seal, while the Nine-Tails is getting settled into the seal, the Sage of Six Paths breaks the seal by merging the Nine-Tails with Naruto. And I don't mean chakra-wise. I mean body, mind, and soul-wise. And the demons, the angels from High School DXD that were killed off. If you guys don't know that, sorry for the spoilers. I really do apologize, but even though High School DXD is very fan service, mine is not gonna be. So if you're wondering if there's gonna be any fan service scenes, no. I can handle fan service, but it's just too much of it. It just makes me laugh, and then I lose my interest in it sometimes, and I stop the episode, I go to something else, and I come right back to it an hour or two later, so I can get back into it. But yeah, I can take so much. So yeah, mine's not gonna be a fan service. So yeah. But anyways, crap, my freaking room. I don't know why it's October and it's supposed to be cold, and it's not. It's just freaking warm somehow, and I hate it. But anyways, oh yeah, what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So not gonna be fan service. I'm not, and I don't know. I have an idea for who Naruto should date in this one, but it's not real. I may even add the reincarnations of Sakura and everything else, but at the same time, I don't really want to. I might. Nah, I won't. I won't. If you guys say otherwise, I will. But yeah. But anyways, so yeah, Naruto gets sent into the future. The Nine-Tails is merged with Naruto, mind, body, and soul. So basically, Naruto is the Nine-Tails. He has literally became it. And it's not like my demon. What if when Naruto became a demon? So basically, there's no female freaking Kurama. There's none. It's just Naruto is Kurama. So yeah. Still a dude though. Kurama's a dude still. So don't worry about that. So basically, Naruto's sent into the future, orphanage, and he's at an orphanage. So right at the spot where, he was teleported, through time into, is at an orphanage that they, have, and, people take him in. He's there for about 4 to 5 years. No, let's say 6 years. No, let's say 5 years. And 2 people, pass by. And, they see Naruto defending kids from older ones. And Naruto is really strong. I mean, he is legit strong. Also, I forget to mention. But the Sage of Six Paths did seal away Naruto's chakra. But physical-wise, he is stronger than anyone on the human planet. So basically, he can handle a demon. Mid-tier demon. So rank C demon. I think there's a ranking system in high school DXD. I forget. Yeah, nobles and all that. But for me, I'm just saying there's a C demon. Naruto can face and have troubles with, but just face. I'm not saying he'll beat him or beat them. He'll just face them. He's able to take them on for a good hour or two, and then he'll lose or win depending on the demon. So yeah, so it's. Well, God, I'm gonna mess up their names, but give me a minute. Okay, I do not know if I have this name right, so please don't bash me in the comments for it. Zeotics? Zeotic. Hold on. Yeah, Zeoticus. So Zeoticus? I cannot say the name right. So yeah, I'm just saying Zeoticus. Zeoticus. God. Okay, I'm gonna say Rias, Gremory's parents. Rias's parents. So Vanillana, also. So basically, Rias's parents passed by. If you guys want me to get a picture of them, I'll, make a folder, or I'll find a new picture just, for this thumbnail. Well, not thumbnail, I mean, brain going too fast now. Freak. Sorry. Sorry. I have that trouble sometimes. The brain moves too fast for my words. But basically, I'll just find a different picture if this doesn't, suit the what if. I don't know. But anyways. Yeah. So, Reese's parents, sees him as he's fighting kids that are 10 years old. And they're picking on kids that are, his... Not even his age, but they're 8 years old, so 3 years older than him, and kids from 10 years old are picking on him, not on him, but on them, and Naruto just protecting them, as they say, what can a 5-year-old do to? As then all of a sudden Naruto just throws a punch to the guy's stomach, sending him flying. As they look at Naruto, and Naruto says, "So you really want to pick on the weak, huh? How about you fight me now?" Basically, as they say, "You're a monster. Let's get out of here." So, they run into a friend and just run. So the orphanage, caretaker sees Naruto fight them, so she knows that they started, and she was about to get the parents over, but Naruto stepped in, and she knew how strong Naruto is, and Naruto's been training. He's 4 years old. He was training. He just knew he had to get stronger. He doesn't know why, but he had to get stronger. So yeah. So Reese's parents, saw this, and they were amazed by a human having this much power. They say that, I'm just calling him Zeo. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Zeo Gremory. Her father, Reese's father, Zeo, says to his wife, Vanillana. God, I can never. I don't know how to pronounce that name right. It's hard, but yeah. So make fun of me in the comments if you want. I will understand. I can't say it. But try to say it. People are better than me at it. I agree. Yes, 100%. But yeah, Vanilla, I'm probably saying it weirdly, I know, but God, yeah. She, she's basically telling, I mean, even saying to her husband that we need to, take him away from everyone, like the humans, just in case, so that way if he is a demon, he doesn't cause any problems for them. But Zio says he is though protecting them, and it seems like they see like the kids get up and push Naruto down, and they say, "Why did you help us?" And they're crying because they're saying like a 5-year-old shouldn't be helping us. We should be protecting you. But Naruto gets up and just wipes off the dust, and he just says, "It doesn't matter if you're stronger than me. If you need help, it does. You should just say you need it instead of acting like you're all tough and strong. You may be strong in some ways, but come on. Everyone needs help once in a while, right?" And these kids, from the orphanage, just that he's in, just start crying, and they hug Naruto and saying, "We're sorry." The guy who pushed him says, "I'm sorry, I pushed you." And they hug it out, and he's just crying. Naruto's just saying, "Shh, it's all right." And then he stops crying. They go in while Naruto's just saying, just starting to do push-ups. Like literally 5 years, he's just starting to do push-ups and start training. As they were shocked that Naruto was treated like that, but they understand older kids want to be strong and all, and you know they're not. So they passed the orphanage, but every day they do pass by, and to make sure Naruto, well, to see that boy, and all they see is Naruto. He's training. He's basically or helping people, just doing chores around the place, helping out, doing whatever he needs to. And so they decided, like, they want Naruto in the Gremory family. But, they want to give him the Gremory name, so they decided to um, go to the orphanage and talk to the, owner. As she, you know, as it's like almost Naruto's birthday, he'll be 6. No, it's he'll be like Naruto's birthday in like not 3 months, like 7 months. So yeah, so they're like adopting him then, and it was like the exact same day as his canon birthday. So yeah, don't worry. But anyways, so Reese's parent Zio and Vanilla adopt him, and yeah, Naruto will not see Rias as like he's not related by blood. He's the adopted brother, so it's like, and he'll fall. He's in love with her. I mean, even though so basically Naruto is like legally not like Rias' sister, but at the same time not really. As soon as he hits 18, he can just leave them and never see them again, and like he never knew them. So basically, yeah. But so they I'm just starting to I forgot to say it. This is like what if Naruto was in high school DXD part 1. I forgot that. I'm not doing any like backstory now. I'm just like doing it. I just don't care no more. I'm just going in. But yeah, so Naruto decides to do it. Like he started to be as soon as he finds out they're demons, he doesn't really mind it. He actually is happy that someone wanted to adopt him. Naruto was technically not. There's very few kids there. Like the boy, like Naruto was legit the last one there. The parents, people just kept on like not wanting to get Naruto. The orphanage, had a high success rate of people being like getting like going and getting out. So technically, it was like a church at first, and then it was like an orphanage, but then it goes back to being a church and an orphanage sometimes. If you say Rias and Zio and Vanilla can like go in, at the time it wasn't like a church, so technically they could. So yeah, so the owner was happy that Naruto finally found a home. So yeah, so when Naruto gets to the demon world and to their house, they explain Naruto that they are a high ranking demon family. The Gremlins are known for being kind and respected towards their servants, or their Parag. Uh, I think I've said that name, Parag, Parag, and whatever And they explain about that. Naruto gets it somewhat, but he just says if he reads books, he'll figure it out. Naruto is smart in this one. Let me just know that he is technically smart, cause Kurama. So yeah. So Naruto, meets Grumry and Akuno. And Akuno and him become friends right away. No, wait, I don't think so. I don't think Akuno was there, but let's just say, Akuno and Rias, met early. So yeah. So after that happens, Naruto has been with the Gremlins and he met Zex, Sir Zex. Zech, Zex. Yeah, whatever. Just saying that. Rias' brother, and so he found out Naruto's a part of the family, and he adores Naruto. Rias, they treat like brother and sister, but we're doing like jump skips, we're doing like a really big jump skip for like time, so basically like over time Naruto got feelings for Rias, and he told Zio, Rias' father, that's why I call him Zio, because I cannot say his full name, so yeah, Zio, Vanilla, and basically Zex, and his his wife. Give me a minute. I think I know the name right. I just want to make sure. Griffia, I believe. Yeah, I double check this. Okay, so yeah, I have trouble pronouncing these names. I already knew that when I made this, so please, I can say them in my head, right, but not out loud. So yeah, so Gray, then FIA, via Griffa. Whatever. Is that how you pronounce it? And don't do what you usually did with the freaking am I Naruto betrayed hatred, reincarnation, Abashira and Indra with the Koto full name of it. Yeah, don't be like that because I will never be able to pronounce it right no matter how many times I try. We already know this. Let's not go to that again. But anyways. So yeah. So they're actually smiling and they're happy. They say even though he is not related to them by blood, he is a part of their family. But he is, like they said, he's not related to them by blood. He wasn't originally. He was adopted into. So basically, when he hits 18 or so, or whenever he wants to confess to her, they won't object to it, because they adore Naruto. They love him. He thinks of him as a brother, but he thinks he will be a good, boyfriend. At least they don't. Naruto doesn't know if he basically says he doesn't know if he'll marry Rias because he doesn't know how she feels about him. So, and this is when he's 14. He tells him finally, and they can already tell that she adored her because of what he did. What he did was he got so many scars in the process. It almost covers every inch of his body, including his arms. No matter what season it is, Naruto's always wearing long sleeve shirts. He goes to gym. He wears a long sleeve shirt. The teachers know this. He wears just freaking sweatpants. The gym teachers know this. They see his medical records and they wonder how he got this. The Grammars just told them he got into somehow in some way we found out. We found him like this. They basically make up a lie. They blurred how it was. So that's why he was in the orphanage, because all these scars, because his parents. So yeah. but really they died a long, long time ago, and he doesn't even know. But yeah, he has all these scars. You'll find that out. I'm not gonna say it. You'll find that out in the future. Look at the story. Don't worry. But yeah, so Naruto. So that's when he was 14, and let's say that's before he gets into high school. This is when at the 8th grade. So, first year. Naruto's 15 years old. I know he left when he was 3 years, so he was like 16, 17. But, okay, let's say. So, Rias is 2 years older. She's in second or third year? I think season one, she's a second year. Then in season 2, she's a third year. Season 3 or 4, she's about to become like a third year. Then she comes up like fourth year, and then she's gone. So yeah, so she's 2 years older than Naruto. She's like, so yeah. So basically, he'll be like 14. He's 14 when he told them. So like a year later, he's that, and he meets Issei. He knows about the whole entire Parag thing, and and their double business and all that. And Naruto has trained like crazy. He has done a thing. He has basically come in out of nowhere, facing demons, and whooping their butts very easily. And it's just his speed alone and his strength. No chakra, no jutsus, nothing. Zip. Zero. Just that. His bare fist basically breaking a freaking demon's face in. And, Rita always tells him, don't get in the way and stuff like that. And he's not trying to get in the way. He just comes in. He just basically always says that I'm just delivering a message. Basically, I want to get it over and done with. So he acts like that. But he really does, was trying to protect her plus that. So, yeah. And, that's my stomach, I think. And it's hungry. I don't know, but shut his stomach. But anyways. So, yeah. So, but Rias does not like him at all. Even though he wants to ask Rias out, she does not feel the same way about him. And basically, what happens to Issei happens. Same thing, like, it goes to canon. Ashina, gets summoned as a demon too. But then, Lord Zek says to, Rias, why not, make Naruto one part of your Parag. Parag. Oh, God, I know I'm saying that wrong. Please, just let it go. Guys, please. But I know comments can, stop people's opinions and all that, I know. But, I'm just asking, just enjoy the what if. But anyways, so, yeah. She agrees to it. And just about to, I wanted to start. And you see how long it took. So that's what I knew when I saw 13. So yeah, basically that's why I started early. So basically, what happens is, Rias told Naruto that day, he's in high school along with Issei. Issei told him about it. Well, Naruto, saw Issei. He says, so how does it feel to become a demon? He goes, a devil, basically. He says, wait, you knew? He goes, yeah, I'm Gremory, remember? He goes, oh, yeah. And then he met Ashina. He says, hi, my name is Naruto, He introduced himself. So basically, it's the day after, Ashina became a demon. He was there, which, Rias was just bad, just scolded him for it. She doesn't see Naruto as anything other than a little brother, kinda. Kinda, because she's been starting to notice Naruto may have a crush on her, and she doesn't know how she feels about it, so she's been being mean to him just to, push him away or something. And so, yeah, because she basically, like in canon, she's falling for Issei. But Naruto does like her. And I'm not gonna make her like a B. I'm not gonna make her that or a jerk to Naruto or like hate him. No, she legit cares for Naruto deeply. And I'm making her like she is gonna try everything just to apologize, just to freaking beg, just to even try to even talk to him. He's just gonna avoid her. He's gonna be the jerk to her because he's hurt. He'll be hurt badly because what he did in the past for her, he had all those scars, was a life and death situation. Like, there. Okay, let me just go into this. There was a sickness that no, like multiple demons were dying from, or multiple devils were dying from, and Rias was one of those people that were gonna die from it. So Naruto did something. He went through a lot of pain just to get to it, and he came out. He went fighting through it, through the same pain he went through, and he came back half alive. He was almost dead. That's how much Naruto went through just for Rias, and she doesn't even know because he never told her, and he would never tell her. He's been after like freaking 9 years old. He's been wearing only freaking long sleeve shirts and pants, no shorts, nothing, even on the hottest days. So yeah. So basically, yeah. So that so he did save Issei. He helped him out with taking down that girl that in canon like killed him. I don't remember, but she was a fallen angel. I don't remember her name. All I know is she was a fallen angel and she deserved it. She deserved to die, and she did. Yeah, he helped him out. Freaking boosted gear, Naruto freaking punch, side to side. Basically, he threw like I think it was a left arm, or right arm. I'm saying it was I'm saying it was left. So left side Issei. I mean right side to Naruto Issei. Naruto left side to Issei. Basically, boom. They just freaking uppercut her, and she went flying farther than what Issei's punch would have done, and she did. So yeah, and then Ryu scolded him. But basically, let's get back into the story. Sorry about that. I just want to put that in. I thought that'd be funny. But yeah, so basically Naruto's like excited. He's saying to himself, "Great, I get to be part of Rias's Parage, and I can finally get closer to her." I don't know why, but for the past year or two, she's been avoiding me, or at least pushed me away, scolding me a lot more. I mean, I keep not bugging her. I just do my study and focus on my schoolwork and such. But come on, am I really that annoying? I mean, I don't do much. It just seems like she's tired of me or something. But she did, she does like Issei. Since, God, why did Issei have to tell me that? Because like she did in canon to Issei, she did in this one, and he was a little bit upset by that, but it doesn't matter to him. Like, it's like, hey, it happens. She's like that. He knows her personality very well. She's a caring person, but at first she was doing that to him. Well, when they were like, she always slept in the same bed when they were kids. But when they got older, it was when she got older, she stopped, doing that. And Naruto didn't really miss it because he always got tired of getting like suffocated by having someone freaking like laying like her like their back or something laying on him, on his face, and he couldn't breathe. So he got tired of that real quick. But basically, yeah, he remembered that. He was like, but that's the one thing I'm glad I don't get suffocated no more by a freaking back, pillow, arm, or just push off my freaking bed. Jeez. I just wish I could go back to home. See Vanilla and Vanilla? I think the A is silent, but I don't know, but whatever. But I'm just calling Vanilla because that's why I see another A. And CCCO. Father. Father. He calls him father because he has a father figure, mother figure, and technically they did adopt him, so father and mother. So he just says he just wishes he was back home with father and mother. But he's part of the Parage, hopefully. And he's been walking up, he's been thinking that. And then he starts seeing Akano and Rias argue. Rias did not want Naruto in the Parage, really. The Parag, really, basically. And Akano saying, why? Like, why don't you want him in it? Like, she asked. And she says, because Naruto, he has no demonic power. And for some reason, he's strong. Like, I don't know if he's a danger to us or just a liability. I don't know why, Zet wants him even in here. You know, he has plenty of friends. He can have a normal life. And then Akano is just saying, but he is, like, he can handle himself. He's not a little kid, Rias. He can basically fight. If we just give him a weapon, he probably can wield it very more than Kiba. And Rias is just not, like, caring. She goes, I don't care. I don't want him to hurt, which he smiles. And then Akano says, why? Because you know he loves you, and you don't want to hurt him because you're falling in love with Issei. And Naruto just, like, feels pain in his chest. Like, he didn't know she would have fallen in love with... Well, he knew Issei was a good guy. And even though he's a perv, he'd make a good boyfriend if he got rid of that. Just find the right girl. And Ria says, I don't know if I am in love with him or not. But so what if I do? Like, I can't, date him because of freaking, Phoenix. Wait, give me a minute. I can't remember his name now. God, I hate that guy. Riza or Riser. I don't care. I can never read his name right. But, she has to get married to, him. And Naruto said he'll defeat him, basically. And Akano even says that. But Naruto said he'll defeat him. And then she says, please. Naruto can't beat him. He's a high-ranked demon. Like I said, I don't know if Naruto can ever handle going on the missions that we have to go on or fighting with the other high-ranked demons. I don't want him in here for his safety. And Akano just... She knows what happened to Naruto. She's one of the few demons of the Gremory house that knows what happened... Well, not demons, devils that know what happened to Naruto. What he did for her. And Rias doesn't. And she's getting pissed off. She's literally yelling at her saying, you don't know what he's done for you. And then Rias says, I don't care what he's done for me. If he's going to be a liability to my team, to this team, I don't want him on here. And Rias is saying that, and she's hurting. She doesn't want to be mean to Naruto. She knows how hard he works. She's seen it. She has seen him basically taken down like multiple devils that were supposed to be higher ranked than him. And he'd done it. And even though he came out with a few wounds, he was healing. She doesn't know why, but she doesn't want him on there just in case. And she doesn't want him to get hurt. And then Naruto, though, is just feeling like pain. After all these years, she can't trust me? He's thinking. Is it because she doesn't want me around because I love her? Wow. That just sucks. And Naruto just starts walking away. Now, then he hears Akano says, it really is just because you don't want him to get hurt because you really don't want him to get hurt if you play with Issei. Is that it? Like, she understands, like, Issei is, like, kind of, just, I'm pretending, from her standpoint, like, from the canon, like, he is a good guy, but she's been with Naruto longer, and she knows Naruto is a better choice, so, yeah. Like, Naruto is still Ashura, reincarnation. So, yeah, he has that kindness, brightness, sunshine, and Akano sort of has a crush on him. Along with Kaneko. Yeah, she has a little crush on him too, because she, he found out like her truth about it and like the truth, like who she is and stuff. He didn't care, so she's always herself around him, and he's happy with it. Naruto does have a secret spot that he goes to cool down, but he's not gonna go there. He's gonna go somewhere else. So they see this in the future. The Hokage, the city where high school DXD takes place, that would have been Konoha Village. So basically, the mountains, boom, freaking the Hokage's monument. So yeah, he goes there. He's just walking there. He's thinking. So she cares about me, but then she doesn't. She doesn't want me to get hurt, but she thinks I'm a liability. She likes Issei, but she doesn't know yet. Just my luck, right? As he, remembering everything, all the training he's done, wants to protect people, and just protect people. And then when he found Rias, he got to know her a lot better, how great of a person she was. He was falling for her, and he trained even harder, even more. So basically, Naruto has been walking for hours. The devils, the angels, know about Naruto's existence, what time he's from, and that he showed no signs of chakra and the tail beast. They don't even know, they don't know if it's sealed away within him because they don't even sense the chakra. But they don't care. They legit do not care about the tail beast. They let them be. They think if we leave them alone, they'll leave us alone. And the tail beasts have been hidden away through time and just gone, forgotten, basically. And they've been staying that way. They'd rather stay that way for the rest of their lives. So basically, the Akatsuki's plan was destroyed. If they could not, it was destroyed basically, and the demons and devils, the devils and angels took care of of basically Kaguya's, family coming down. They took care of them easily. Boom. Since they did not use chakra, boom, dead. Kaguna, could not come from the moon. That never happened. Nothing happened from the Naruto universe. Everything just go normal. No ninja war. Nothing. The massacre did happen. All that. So yeah. I'm talking for Shippuden's sake, the ninja war and stuff. That would never happen. Gara, never. Basically the third Hokage does die and everything else that does happen. So yeah, basically. But anyways, back to this. So while Naruto is walking, he gets to the place where he needs to be. On the cliff of where it's actually the head of the fourth Hokage, Minato. But it's the point. And he's just at the cliff basically. And he's just saying to himself, I wonder if I fall, would it even matter? And then he just sits back. He wasn't even at the edge. He was just at there, as then he sees a tree stump, as he just sits there on it and just smiles. Because, of course, people would care. Mom and Dad would. Hakuno would. Kiba would. Koneko would. Issei definitely. I saved his butt more times than I can count. Even though I just met Ashina, she cares. I guess. Oh, and I need to check his name out again. So Big Brother Zex would care. Melikus would care. Grayfa would care, and Gasper would care. But why does it feel like I want to jump? Just because of Rias? I know I'm heartbroken, but why am I being so stupid? Ugh. It doesn't matter. I shouldn't just came here just thinking I could jump. How stupid am I? I have a good life. I have a good family. It doesn't matter. But the same time it does. I just wish I knew what I could do. I just wish. I just wish I could show her I wasn't. She doesn't need to worry about me. Emotionally, physically. I don't care as long as she's happy, basically. But, like, everything's swirling in his head as he's just getting confused and angry. He's just getting even more angry at himself, angry at Rias, angry at everything. He's just calling himself stupid, basically. And Rias and Akano, saying like, Rias is saying to Akano basically, we're just, because it's been like 3 hours and he has not come. And Naruto is usually punctual, so she, basically, Rias is worried. She goes, Akano, where is he? He should have been here by now. And Akano says, I don't know. Maybe he overheard us or something. And Rias says, he was like 15 minutes early. He wouldn't, he's punctual, but he couldn't be that punctual. And then Zex comes along with Griffia and, basically Zex asks, says to Rias, basically says, so, how did it go with Naruto? She goes, he never came. I don't know where he is. As, basically, Akano thinks Naruto, she says, Rias had a fight, and I think, Naruto overheard us. And Zex asks, what was the fight about? And it was about Naruto joining the Parage. And Rias says, okay, she's not going to deny it, as he asks why. And she just basically says everything, what she told, Akano. And Zex, Greyfield are just like shocked by this from Rias. And, Zex just like tells Greyfield, we gotta, go tell my mother and father, and we gotta look for Naruto, stat. As, Naruto has technically tried, let's just say he technically has, because he had like nightmares when he was a kid, basically, of the Nine-Tailed Fox memories. He has nightmares, and they wouldn't stop. He kept hearing screams as he, tried something a couple times, and he knows this. So basically, he's just going to like look for Naruto right away. He doesn't care about the wings being shown. He just starts flying. He goes around searching like every single state, like every single area he can, and he like just trying to find Naruto. He's just panicking. He goes, Naruto, where are you? Where are you? Basically, as Rias is, worried now as she starts running, as Issei and Ashina, and basically are walking upstairs when they see Rias running down them, as Issei says, "What's the rush?" And Ashina says, "Is everything all right?" As Rias says, "No, Naruto's missing. We don't know where he is." As God, too many names for face. Akano basically says it'll be great if she was falling right behind her. So basically, she says I'm right behind Rias basically. So she basically tells them it'd be great if you can help us, as they say, and they both nod. So basically, everyone starts looking, like Kaneko does, Kiba does, like they just started looking everywhere. And Naruto just says, "No, just sit up there, right at the mountain, with the basically on the four Hokage's head where it should be," and he just sit on the stump. He goes, "Huh, what a nice sunset." All right, that's enough looking. As he just has a grin on his face, basically, he calmed down, and he just gets to the edge, and he's just standing there, just saying, "All right, world, let's see what you can throw at me." As basically all of a sudden, Naruto feels something in his chest just burning, as he just has steps back. The seal that the Sage of Six packs, Saves of Six Paths put on him was to absorb all his negative emotions and positive ones and store it until it was too much for the seal to take in, so it bursts. Basically, it just So he's grabbing his chest. He's stepping back as he just starts screaming out in pain, going like, What's happening to me?" He goes on his knees and he's just like screaming out in pain. As when he starts to scream, it's sounding different the more he screams, and all of a sudden he's basically starting to change chakra. Basically his appearance is changing. His eyes are becoming red and becoming slit-like. His nails are growing. His teeth are becoming sharper. He already had the whiskers, so they're being like more feral-like a little bit, but no, they're just turning like getting a little more feral-like, but not really. As his hair is starting to change from yellow to orange. Basically, it's like the tips of his hair is turned like orange from the night. I think the nighttail fox's fur is red, so let's just say red. It's turned red, and his hair is yellow. As that's starting to change too, and he's actually starting to like feel like this energy is coming off of him. As in all of a sudden it just erupts. As then he just starts screaming more in pain, and just when he roars, it just sounds like a roar of a beast. As Zex hears this, he flies over to it as he also sees the chakra just burst into the air as the devils and the angels, basically hears this. Also, I'm going with the lore of, basically high school DXD, so, yeah, so, Michael feels this, and he knows what this is. Same does, so does, Zio and Vanilla, basically Rias's parents, not Vanilla, Vanillina, and they know what it is, as they teleport right to where the energy is. As when Zex gets there, he just sees that like the chakra like spear going around Naruto. It's getting like basically thicker, more dense. As then Griffia, Griffia already like got to them as she told them like Naruto was missing, and that's when they say, "But we feel something, and we think it may be Naruto now," So she comes with them. So Zio and Vanillina sees X, and they ask, "Where's Naruto?" As he thinks that's he points over to the spear, of just dark purple, a thick chakra basically. As then when it disperses, Naruto looks a lot more different. Like I said, like he was getting like red and yellow hair. His hair did get a little longer, and basically it's just his eyes are red and slit. He has his teeth are now like sharp. His nails, are basically like claws. He has the ears of a fox, and even the tails, 9 of them. As he looks back at them, as he says, as X walks, no, as basically Vanilla Zio, wait, yeah, Zio, Reese's father, Zio, Zeloptics, sees him, and so does Zack, as they all say, Naruto, as he goes, as basically, they don't see him as Naruto right now, because he's just glaring at them, and all of a sudden, he just smiles, he goes, "Hey guys," and he just says, "That was a weird light show in pain, wasn't it, huh?" As they nod, all 4 of them do. They say, "Naruto, how do you feel?" Vanilla just asks. He goes, "I feel fine, Mom. I mean, claws, teeth, ears, tails. Heck, I'm a little bit taller too. Even my body. Body's even way more. I feel like I have a lot more muscle on me." And she goes, "Well, that's good. Any side effects? Like anything else for you?" He goes, "Besides the tails, not really." As Zack comes over to him and hugs him, and just says, "I'm glad you're alright." And he, Naruto hugs back. He just says, "Rias said, told me everything what she said. Are you okay? You're not He goes, I'm fine. But I mean, I got two sets of memories. And he goes, what do you mean? He goes, I got my own memories and Karamas? And I was like, what? He goes, the Nine-Tailed Fox. As Zealtis and, Vanilla says, what? The Nine-Tails? How? Like, the Nine-Tailed Fox, like, the tailed beast from the Sage of Six Paths. They know about him. They know. Like, their parents, like, told them about it. So, yeah. As then I was saying, the Sage of Six Paths appears in front of them. Griffia, Zex, Zeotix, Vanillina, they all like get in a battle stance as Naruto says, "Hey, old man," as he says, Naruto, it seems you have awakened your tail, your chakra, finally." It took. Actually, I hoped you never would, but, whatever. What happens, happens. As Naruto says, "Yeah, thanks for bringing me into the future and all that. It was my pleasure, Naruto. I saw what was supposed to happen to you, and I would not allow it. And also, someone was about to alter the future, so I decided to interfere and change myself to save you." And he, says thank you to him. Old man. Basically, he's calling him like father, because Kurama. As he says, he basically says to Naruto, Naruto, how does it feel to have Kurama's memories and your own? He goes, well, now I know who my parents are, my real parents are, and that this is supposed to be Konoha Village. But it changed over the years, so it's alright. I'm not really mad at the villagers no more, or the people, since my brother and I are, not in prison, right? As the Sage of Six Paths nods. And he goes, cool. So yeah, I'm alright. I'm just gonna probably avoid Rias from now on for a while, or as long as I want to, because I can't forgive her after what she said. She made me feel like crap. And then this sage says that's the reason why the seal unlocked. Only true pain and despair was the reason for it to be unlocked. Besides your happy emotions, you unlocked everything, all your power, Naruto. Can you? And he goes, yeah. Also, can you give me a list of all the jutsus that were made, basically, since you've been watching over the Ninja World and until now? And he goes, certainly, come forward. As, basically, the Sage of his path is not near the edge. So he puts his hand on Naruto's head, and boom. He gives him all knowledges of jutsus. He gets, like, everything downloaded into his head. And, like, he knows chakra control, the clone jutsu, Shaolin jutsu, the Raikiri, Shidori, Kirin. Wait, Kirin. Kai. Basically Sasuke was remove Kirin, Karin. Kiri? Whatever, freak, too many names. Okay, whatever. He knows all those moves. He knows every single jutsu now. So he says, thanks. So, Zex just asks him what's going on. Like, as Naruto basically explains who the Sage of Six Paths is, to him, like, he knows that, but he means, like, why is he here, and how does it, like, relate to you, Naruto? He goes, like, oh man, you want to? As he says, I will. I mean, certainly. This is your new family, and they should know now. As basically, he explains Naruto's past. As when he was a baby, on what happened. As then, he explains the Konoha attack, the villagers, the parents, basically everything, like, all that. And, Reese's parents, Naruto's, parents now, Zeotix and Vanillina, just run over and hug Naruto. And they basically are just upset that he lost his real parents and that he will never be able to see them again. And that he's basically gonna be alone because he's like the only one of his kind. and plus that they're just glad he has nothing wrong with him. And Ria's heard everything, about his story, his past, and then she hears Zack says, "So that's the reason why you had your nightmares, the past of Karama's memories of harming people, killing them, and all that, and they're screaming and pain and all that." He goes, "Yeah, I had dreams of that a lot when I was a kid. Remember, has Vanilla says it took you a long time just for you to fall back to sleep after having them. I always have to spend time with you during the night." And yeah, he says, "Yeah, you're the best, Mom." As she says, "I know," basically. And he's like, she's still hugging him. Same thing, with the optics. They're not letting go for a while because they're just really, really happy. So, the Sage of Path says he will, he won't return unless he decides that Naruto will need something. So basically, if Naruto will need something like, say, a dojutsu, he'll come back and give him it. And he says, "Thank you, Sage. Say thank you, old man." And he just leaves. So Naruto just says he's gonna not live in the apartment that Rias was living in. Like he was living there because it was like there was like different sides. One side was like females, the other side was like males, but it was like the same apartment. Basically, he's not gonna live in that apartment no more. He's gonna make a home for himself. Because Kurama had memories of a certain place that Kushina went to. And there was a house that she basically built with Minato when they spent their times there, when they were like, after missions, they just went. So Naruto's going there. And, but Vanilla and Zeoltix basically just say, "You're not going to go just yet." And he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "First, we're going to need to make you account for money, and we're going to give you your allowance." And Naruto says there's a stream, he'll have his own electricity, and basically, he can basically have it like wind power, soul power, everything, if he needs to. And they said, "We don't care, we're going to give you your allowance, so you can get your own stuff and all that. Just live there." And they're just being supportive. And Zack says, "Tell me when basically, tell me when you're done with it so I can come visit it." And he goes, "Sure." So, what happens is, Naruto just, tells them to, he basically holds his parents to his side. No, he makes shadow clones. As he picks up his mom, and he picks up Vanilla and his father, basically, as they just suddenly jump. Off of the freaking cliff. And it's, really far that they jumped, and Zex and Griffia has been, shot the whole entire time, and mentally she's been thinking, so, I think of him as a son, I wanted to hug him, and, he sees, basically Zex as a father figure, and Griffith thinks of him as a son, and all that. Same thing with, basically Zek, he thinks of him as a son too, plus a brother. So yeah, that's not like it's not like he, it's like he helped take care of Naruto. So so yeah, it can't be helped. Along with Griffith did too. So yeah, and Reese is just crying, though she was crying, just sobbing to herself. Akano looks over her, and she sees Rias, and she can tell Rias is heartbroken. Because while that happened, and while they were talking, Naruto, did say also that he was in love with Rias, but now since he came, he wants to avoid her because he is hurt a lot. He's just saying it with a straight face. He's not acting like he's upset no more because he needs to get time to be used to himself now. He needs time to himself just to adjust to his new power, new life. So yeah, so basically, but on the inside, Naruto is upset. He really is. Anyways, so yeah, so he basically brought them back to the high school. Where Rias, Issei, and everything are at, and it basically they told him to, and they said they'll set up everything. They'll get in contact with you. They'll have Zex find you and all that. And he goes, "Oh, it'll be easy. Because I'm gonna be out of school for a couple of days. So do you mind if you call up the school?" And then they said, "Oh, we'll just ask Zex if we can, just ask. We'll ask your big brother to if he can become the principal." And he goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, we will. We want the best for you, Naruto." And he just says, "Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad," with a smile. Basically, he does like get the ears off and the tails. He does like get rid of them, and the eyes are back to normal. And his mom said, "Oh, you look so cute with the tails and the ears." He goes, "Mom, please, no." And she just like pinches his cheeks, just being motherly, embarrassing him. As Zeoctix is just laughing. I'm just gonna call him Zeo. Ugh. But, Reese's father's just laughing basically. As they said, "Well, see her about Naruto." So they leave. Naruto takes a deep breath in and out, and then he says, "Alright, let's do this." As he just starts blitzing he just starts blitzing right over to where he needs to go. So he jumps, there's a fence, he just jumps over it. He just lands in the street and just runs. And 5 minutes later, he gets to the area that he needed to be. And it is in the woods, it is sealed off, only the Uzumaki or Namikaze basically can get in it. So basically Naruto is still, Naruto. He is still Naruto. Well, Kurama's memories, powers, and all that. But he will get Kurama's personality to be easily tempered and all that too. But Naruto always was easily tempered. So, yeah. As such, he finds it as it is run down. And, Naruto decides, I'm going to need to fix it up. So, he says Shaolin. He does multi-Shaolin Jutsu. As there are some trees around. So he just decides he needs some tools and all that. So one Shaolin goes over and gets like some wood. No, not yet. So they all go inside and they make a list of what they're gonna need and such. And since Naruto does have a phone, he's actually near a cell tower. So he finds the nearest place. Let Shaolin find the nearest place to get all the stuff that he needs. He runs over to it. He gets it. He buys it because he had some money on him, and he runs back. And then they just start working on it. It wasn't really that bad. There was actually a time seal on it, so that way it would age slowly. So they fix it up, and it only takes it was like enough materials to last for 2 hours, and they fix it up in 2 hours. And then they start working on a power source. Since there is, water and such, they decide, like a actual, how can I say this? There is an actual waterfall there. So they decide to make a water wheel. And Naruto just has basically since he has a phone, he can look it up, and basically he gets good like internet reception and all that. So he's starting to look it up, how to build it and such. And there is like a power source to it. He's about to build it, but when he finds out that there's like a sun, wind already made like power sources and all that, the water wheel will be like a good extra thing. It was already built. It just wasn't like put together. So Naruto puts it together, and it starts running. And so, the solar, there wasn't like no solar energy yet. So basically but the wind energy, he fixes like the windmill. Basically, there was like a couple of them, and there he followed like the electrical wires that were going to it, and there was actually some storage device or battery, like storage device. At the time he thinks, oh, he's gonna need to like refix this and all that. He checks it out. It's nice. It's still in good condition, but he thinks it can be better. So he calls X and he tells him about the place he found it, and he'll basically send him like the location. as he basically gives it latitude and longitude, as Zex does come over there with Griffia and Malika. Ugh, give me a minute now. Melicus. And when they see it, they say it's like an old fashioned like little place, and they were impressed by it. And he just says, "Oh, he just fixed it up a little bit. It wasn't really that much damage. There was a jutsu that was basically a time jutsu. Everything would have rotted like very slowly. It took like 100 years or so till it like fully rotted. Well, actually, millions of years or so till it like fully rotted. Basically, even the user of the jutsu was dead. So, yeah." As no, Zex says that's pretty impressive. Who made it? He says, my father. So, yeah, Minato, Namikaze. As they they heard the name and they were shocked. That was like the fourth Hokage. Still, you know. So Malicus, says, kind of knows, some details, about Naruto, knows about his real parents and all that, but they've been dead for a very long time. He is upset. He does run over to Naruto, says he's sorry about that. He knows about Naruto's transformation, too. But so Zex, Griffia, and Malicus, go and look, and he explains that he's gonna like need some improvements into this and that, just like make it a little bit more better. As Zex agrees, so he gets a demon, like not demon, devil, like reconstruction team in there. Demons, devils, basically reconstruction team in there, and they start fixing it up. They start putting in electricity, powering, the windmill, the basically with the everything else, with the water wheel and such. They start fixing that place up very good. They even add some stuff to it, and they keep it like as soon as they get there, they're able to like get the materials that they need by summon it. So they keep the old fashioned look to it with modern improvements on the inside with an old fashioned styles to it still. As he thanks them and he says, does he owe them anything? He goes, no, just keep in contact with us and such. Me too. Just keep in contact basically and all that. He says, I will. So yeah. Um. So Naruto, well, then he also says though he's gonna need to buy some clothing now, but he kind of spend the money he gave the Shadow. That was all the money he had though for the repairs a little bit. It wasn't really big repairs, like a leak, new floorboard, and some tools and nails and all that. And Zex just gives him money. He says, consider this a new welcome home to your new home. Congratulations on your new home and a new life and remembering everything. And today, and it was October, and it was his birthday. And he yells this, happy birthday, Naruto. As he says, oh yeah, I forgot today is my birthday, with all the commotion. Oh, crap, today's my birthday. Shit. And he said, crap. Okay. Oh my god, Rias is gonna be there. Crud. And Zester says, we can have your birthday here. Mom and Dad, I already just told them, they're on their way. And so, they have the portal opens up and they're there. Rias is not. They celebrate his birthday. And they like the new home. They said tomorrow afternoon, Vanilla and him can go shopping for his new clothing. But at the meantime, they do like have like a person get his like stuff from his room moved over, and right when an hour, like they spend like an hour there. So basically, the devils already came. Rias that night was crying like. She was crying. She doesn't know where Naruto is. She looked for him. She went back to his place. She saw it was empty, and she just like started crying basically. So yeah, like Aunt Akano supporting her like a good friend. Issei, like Akano called up Issei, told him what happened, and Ashina was with him. So yeah. Issei is kind of mad at Rias. I'm not gonna lie, he is mad. That was his friend, his best friend. Like legit, his other friends maybe like they're like pervs like him, but he is his non perverted best friend that he is just you know just was like really worried, and now he knows about his past, his which Naruto didn't said he didn't know his parents, but he does like have like some glimpses of stuff that he doesn't want to talk about. So yeah, and Koneko was even like called, and she technically is pissed at Rias. She technically is too. So yeah, Kiba's just glad Naruto's fine and all, but but as soon as she said Akino says Naruto was missing, he said wait what, where is he, alright, they say it's fine, we know what he is, and he found out some information about his past, and Naruto is a lot stronger than what anyone thought. Has Kiba already knew. He already could sense Naruto had some hidden power. And Rias is just heartbroken because she literally hurt him. Like even though he wasn't showing any expression, she could just feel like the sadness and the sadness on him. Like he doesn't hate no one at all. He just feels sadness. That's all. When he'll see Rias, he just won't hate her. He'll just walk away and the other way, not disgust, just with a sad expression on his face. Because he really thinks she does not want him in her life no more. Like, that's all. That's what Naruto thinks. So he's willing to stay away from her, just make her happy. But at the same time, he kind of doesn't care, but he kind of doesn't care about her. But he can't help but to. So yeah, it's like one of those weird situations you find in life. So yeah. So they all celebrate. Then they leave after being there for like another like 3 hours. It was late. It was a school night, so they leave. Vanilla says if you want us to stay, we can. We don't mind sleeping here. And Naruto just says, sure. I don't know how many rooms I got. And basically Zach says, you got probably a couple, because that's what I wanted them to do. So, they go around, they find, like, multiple guest rooms, and so, they stay the night. Naruto, wakes up, he wakes up, like, earlier than anyone else, including his mom, who basically is about to, like, get up and make breakfast. By the time she gets into the kitchen, he's already, well, no. Graifa, is about to get up, not his mom, and by the time she gets to the kitchen, Naruto's already there, cooking breakfast. And she says, oh, Naruto, yeah, I'm cooking breakfast. Sit down. It'll be done soon. I figured, he has, like, multiple shot clones helping him out. And she's surprised. So she's wondering how Naruto's cooking is. So basically, when she tastes it, she was shocked. And then, like, she basically eats a couple, like, and so she's helping clean up as like there's like multiple plates already on the table. As everyone else wakes up, Naruto is basically washing the dishes while she's drying them, and so Zex asks who cooked the breakfast. Naruto says I did, and they're surprised. And Naruto says, well, I lived on my own, in high school in an apartment. Remember? Oh yeah. So so they eat and they're surprised how good it is. Malachus, says, well, big bro, you eat, wow, big brother, you really are a good cook. Thanks. I was trying to cook so that way if I ever have guests, they would be happy, and for some girl I liked. And Malachus says, well, I hope she likes you, likes your cooking, because this is delicious. As Naruto just smiles, says thank you. I hope she does too. But in reality, he knows that he thinks that Rias won't, but he thinks he needs to get over her for right now and just focus on himself. That is the best thing he thinks for now. So he's gonna try. He says. And Zek says he's gonna talk to the principal and become the be the principal there, so that way you don't and have like your classes change just in case if you're in the same room as Rias. As he says thank you to him, but he says keep the homeroom the same. Issei's in there. Rias won't. Rias will probably try to come and talk to me. I'll just body flicker away. As he says, all right. So yeah, so Naruto, he doesn't live that far from the school, 5 minutes away. So he walks over. By the time he gets there, basically, what happens is Issei is not there yet. So Naruto goes to his classroom. He's basically like the first one there before the teacher. The teacher comes in. He's pretty shocked, and he just says it's alright. He just says you can sleep for a while or something. So everyone comes in. So everyone comes in. Issei comes in then of Ashina, and they run over to Naruto. He says, Naruto, you alright? He goes, yeah, I'm fine. What do you think I was gonna do? Something stupid? And basically Issei says, no, I know you're smarter than me. He goes, yeah, but I was thinking about it, but I didn't do it, so don't worry. He was like, thank God, man. Jeez, don't scare me like that. Rias and Akino came down, and Rias looked like she was scared out of her mind. And Naruto just says, can we not talk about Rias? Also, Issei, she may have a crush on you. And Issei just says, I don't care right now. And that shocked him, because he did talk about Rias, how hot she was, basically. And so then he says to Issei, basically, wow, are you pissed off at her a little? He was, yeah, I am. She hurt my best friend. And you know her because your name's the same. And she treats you like family, and what was it? As Naruto says, fine, I'll tell you. You know how I'm adopted, right? I'm not really related by blood, just by name. And he goes, yeah. And you said you like the girl? Oh. He covers his mouth. He goes, dude, I am so sorry. He was like, dude, it doesn't matter. Really. So if I had a crush on her, it's not like she ever liked me. He goes, what? She never liked me. She just thinks me as a nuisance, annoyance, or useless. Even though I can freaking fight whatever I need to with a good amount of strength, it doesn't matter. I just get in the way. Remember how she did when Ashina, what happened to her? How then she scolded me afterwards? It doesn't seem like she cares. So, maybe staying away from you guys for a while. But it's not because of you at all, okay? It's because of Rias, and I got some stuff I need to figure out. And he goes, about your parents? He goes, no, not that, it's just myself. New feelings, new emotions, and then all of a sudden he turns his eyes red as they, like, both Issei and Ashina just, like, are taken aback by this, are shot, as he says, because they also had the sleigh. He goes, and that. And he just smiles. So, right, everything goes the same, and then right around lunchtime, Naruto senses Rias is coming. As then he says, guys, I'm gonna be going somewhere. Bye. As basically he just body flickers away. As, people are just wondering, people who didn't see Naruto body flicker are just wondering where he went. People who saw him body flicker are just wondering, like, what the freak just happened? And then Rias comes in and she's, Naruto? And, she comes in, opens the door real fast and screams out Naruto, and she doesn't see him as she sees Issei and Ashina. And just say, where is he? As, basically they just don't know. So she runs, she looks for him for a whole entire day. Naruto went off school. He got ramen. He got ramen, basically, and he just starts eating at the shack. At a ramen shack, which just says Ichiraku Ramen. That ramen place never goes down. Okay, sorry. But yeah. He eats the ramen. He says thanks for the meal. He pays for it. With some of the money he got for his birthday. So yeah. So it was like a lot of money he has on him, like 20,000 yen. 50,000 yen. So basically, he comes back to school. That's when the class starts, and Rias thinks he doesn't want to talk to her no more, and she says she's not gonna give up. She has to say she's sorry, and everything. And basically, though, at the end of the day, Akano sees Naruto. She grabs him, and they walk over. And Kaneko sees him too as she runs over, and they basically are on the roof as Akano's just hugging him and just saying she's glad he's okay. And, Kaneko does run over to him too and just hugs him as she asks what happened to him as he tells her what he heard from Rias, and she even though she knew, like, Akano didn't say every detail. Neither did Issei was told every detail. But he was pissed off for her anyways, but yeah. So Koneko was a little bit pissed off as he says it's alright. I unlocked my true power, and as Daisy says, you're not the only animal here. She goes, what? That's basically suddenly gets the ears, the eyes. Like, people did notice, like, his hair was red and yellow. Like, yellow was, like, when it was, like, yellow was starting to turn red. A reddish, like, orange. So, no, it just turned red a little. And, basically, they were like, some girls were thinking that was kind of cute on him. So basically, ears pop up, tails come out. As she goes, you're a nine-tailed fox? But I'm not just a nine-tailed fox. I'm the nine-tailed fox. And she goes, what do you mean? I was like, where in that legend about the Konoha village, about the fourth Hokage killing the nine-tailed fox? And she goes, yeah. Turns out, it was still inside of me. I was just a baby. My father, Minato Namikaze, did it because my mother, Kushina Uzumaki, was hurt by somebody who ripped out the nine-tailed fox and in order to attack the village and such. As then next thing you know, he explains everything. And she just says, so you're Karama? Like, legit the legendary nine-tailed fox of the tailed beast by the Sage of Six Paths? And everyone in this city knows the legend. Like, they found tapestries, books on Konoha Village about the legend and all that. Yeah, so they know. He goes, yeah, I'm him. But still, call me Naruto. I'm still the same old. Just a little more memories. As he smiles, and she just hugs him, but she says she's glad he's okay. And yeah, so Akano just says, do you still have the... He goes, yeah, the scars, I have them. As Koneko goes, wait, what you... And he had a long sleeve shirt on, so he lifts up the long sleeve shirt, showing his arm. It's covered in like scars, basically. She goes, how did you go... And he says, when I was 9 years old. That was a long time ago, so don't worry. I got a lot more covered almost on my body. It's just my hands and my legs are the only ones that I don't have, including my face. As, she just says, okay then. So, she does ask, like, when can I see them? He goes, like, is there a meeting tonight? Today, to Akano. She goes, yeah. He says, well then, after the meeting, we can go into the woods and I can show you. And she goes, alright. And so, they leave, and, there's not gonna be no fighting, because I do have to watch what's next. What happens next, so, yeah, I have to go back into High School DXD Season 1 and see what happens next. Alright, everyone? So, that's where I'm getting... No, I'm not getting off right there. Basically, I'm going to end it right near the, like... At the end of the day, Naruto does go to the meetings. Right, but at the end of the day, Zex comes over to Naruto. He says he's the new principal, but he wants him also to come to the council room. And because he's gonna be there. And he says, "All right, I'll be there." So he goes there. At the end of the day, he goes there basically. He sees Rias. Rias, well, Naruto's with Zex, with Sir Zex basically, and just Rias is about to try to come over and hug Naruto. Zex just tells him to stop, as she doesn't know why. So he just says, because I need to wait till everyone's here, and also Naruto's going through some stuff, so I'd be better off if you don't talk to him right now. He does say he's sorry, but Naruto, really needs this time alone. As Rias doesn't care, she really wants to hug him and just start saying she's sorry, she's sorry. Just start apologizing any way she can. She'll freaking like even go on a date with no. She's willing to like ask him out on a date and just like give him a chance and just see how if they'll like be really good together and all that. And yeah, she's just gonna give her a chance. So like she's just gonna give him a chance and like see if they'll click. I mean, I'm kind of so what Zex talks about is saying like Naruto was supposed to join this the parade, but he didn't, and it doesn't seem like he will. So but he will be on your missions with helping out with their missions. I find other devils or demons that left and such who have fallen, and any other missions basically. So understand that, and Naruto, you're gonna have to train with your newfound abilities and all that, as he nods. So, yeah. Also, he does say about the. Then Naruto says also, what about that? Is that coming up soon? As Zax nods, as Rias, if you remember, she remembers Razor. And she goes, no, is Naruto going to? As, Zex asks, are you still going to, even though? He goes, yeah, a promise is a promise. I'd never go back on my word, right? Have I ever? Has Zex just smiled and says, no. No, you haven't, Naruto. Sir Zex says that, basically. As he just remembers what Naruto did. He said he was going to do it. He came back alive, but nearly dead. So, yeah. So, after that, they, Kaneko, Akano, Akano, go out, and Ashina, follows them. And basically, what Naruto does, like, they go into the woods, like, Zex has, needs to talk to Issei and Rias and Kiva, so, because he told Zex about it, so basically, he needs to show them, so he's, like, distracted, but Rias is near the woods. She can see, she's not near, she's near a window that can see into the woods, and she sees them, and then all of a sudden, a mist starts coming in, basically, when they stop. Naruto knows Ashina is there, so basically he just says, come out behind the tree, and that's when he did, like, the mist jutsu. Only around them, around everything else, it's, thicker on the outside where they can't see in. So basically, when they're in, they're able to see each other. As Naruto just says, alright, what you're about to see is very, very gruesome. So, if you don't like cuts and bruises or basically scars, this is only half of it. I got more on my legs, so yeah, and I'm not gonna show that. As Ashina says, what you mean? Kaneko says she saw the scars on his arm, but you have even more than that? And he says it gets a lot worse. As he looks at Akano, Akano, and he says you can look away if you want. She says it's been a long time, but I think I think I'm used to it. As then Naruto takes off his school uniform, and they just see from basically from the front and from the back, just scars, a whole lot of them, wounds, from a battle, scars. As Kaneko says, how did you get them? How? Even Ashina's asking, and she's just horrified by this, and he just tells them the story. And he says, all right, I'll tell you the story on how I got them. And that's where we're leaving it off, everyone. Cliffhanger. Also, I'm maybe running out of space. So, yeah, I need to, save it for the next what if. But, anyways, I do hope you all enjoyed this video. This is coming right out, you know. So, yeah. Hope you like this. If you don't, it's alright. I thought about it a lot, but I might have changed it up from my original idea, which was Naruto has the nine-tailed fox. Was a girl, basically. But, that did not happen. So that's where the whole entire demon what if came from, too. So, yeah. When Naruto became a demon, that came from this idea. When Naruto was in high school DXD. But, anyways, this is where we're ending it. So, like I said, enjoy your day, your night. Be safe, everyone. And, yeah. Bye.